Hey everybody, welcome back to Josh Gets Lost. Last time here at Sky City, we played with gravity, building a full 360 gravitational space station, and today we are building the source of gravity itself. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Look at that, our space ring. Sometimes it's called a bishop ring. I realized I did not kind of show you guys it as slowly as I could have in the last episode, so I want to take a moment just to show you guys a few of the features. There we have the diagonal log cabin. We've got our camel and desert build there on the underside. We've got a full rock and water spring there. Let's take a closer look at some of these using the FreeCam mod. We've got our water traveling the correct way of gravity, but sideways in our view. We've got the original villager house copied over there sideways. We've got our little space exploration station. And there we go. We've got our upside down desert build with some fancy pottery. And of course, we can't forget our camel, who looks much better when he's standing up and not being lazy. These upside down cactus, in case you're wondering, were armor stands that we did. And apparently I forgot a torch. So this guy here, I had to, well, go in and, rescue him a little bit. Hello, zombified villager. A zombie spawned in here and infected him. Thankfully, we are on hard mode, so he didn't die. That would have been a pain to get him back up here. I might have just left it alone, but there he is. Let's get him some key ingredients. I better go down and get those from my storage. All right, we've gotten the... Nope. Sometimes landing on these builds is a little tougher than it looks. Ow. All right, there we go. Got our golden apple and our splash potion of weakness to turn this guy back into our lovable villager. Did I get... thought I missed. All right, there we go. Let's start the curing process. I ain't got all day to wait for this guy. I don't think you guys do either. So anyways, here is the view as we go. Started recording this just after I started curing him. This diagonal house was fun. I think the smoke effects there with the glass really add to selling where gravity and up and down are on that part of the build. And of course, the cherry tree is lots of fun. Got a little snow biome there. This was kind of supposed to be a Minecraft campfire sideways with the oak trap door over the coal block. And it doesn't fully recreate it, I don't think, but that's something that's hard to do because those don't go sideways. But today, if you thought that was impressive, today's build is going way up there. We got an opening for something up at the very top of our world. But first, we got to head over to the shopping district to maybe do a little resource gathering. So over here in the shopping district, I slept there in our dye shop because people don't sleep always on this side of the server for some reason, even though it has a lot more people. There's a new glass shop. Definitely need some of that for this build. Looks like David the Chunk is the owner. And he's got yellow glass, blue glass, and some diamond horse armor, of course, because what else goes with glass? I'm going to be smart, though. Shop around, see what other prices we might get to here in the shopping district, because, glass and sand, I can smelt the sand. I feel like I need a lot of that, so let's go check around. A lot of other blocks, no glass, no sand. Oh, Peter and Ted, the owners of the server, apparently are in trouble with the tax investigator. They have not been keeping up their shop. This is one of the coolest builds here in the shopping district. Big Pork Chop made it. It is the Ghostbusters headquarters, complete with Slimer sticking out. Their main product that they sell is slime, but I think they sell a little bit of everything. So maybe they still have some glass here. They got a glass thing there. They're selling books. I see how it is. Undercutting my prices. We've got slime. We've got some gravel. That's good to know. I might need that in the future, although my bartering farm still has quite a bit that I've been able to use as needed. I don't see glass or sand. Maybe on the second floor? No. Looks like this was selling target blocks. Let's check out Magic's shop. Some shulkers of various blocks, but no sand or glass. All right, I'm buying. There was one stack for sale. that, come on. I do need yellow gloss though for this build, so I guess I'll buy this too. I'm very wealthy on the server, so might as well buy stuff and support the local businesses on the SMP. But seriously, if you're on the Hyrule Craft server, sell some sand, sell some glass. Now that I say that, who knows if I ever will build out of it again. But, you know, that's what it is. You got to come into one of our shops here to put away stuff because a lot of the roads are claimed. All right, we are going. I'm tired of shoveling sand and smelting it, so let's just trade for glass with our villagers over here in the Axiom. If you didn't know, this is the cruise ship from Wally, and they are the people here in their little hover cart chairs, just chilling, being lazy, getting fat, and apparently selling me some glass. So we're going to do this till we get a couple shulkers of this stuff. All right, and what would a build be in our space area without heading up to our concrete maker? Yep, making concrete again, the most exciting thing in the world. By the way, this trick is if you're holding down both mouse buttons, hit F3 and T, which reloads your game, but it also will keep in place the buttons you were holding. So it's basically kind of an auto clicker function that's built into the game itself. And you too can make lots of concrete, just like me. Black dye, we need a lot of this, both for our concrete, but also we are dyeing wool. And whoever it was that decided that wool should be one dye per one block of wool, I'm kind of hating you today. There we go. Part of this project is we have to go and do something that I've never actually done in Minecraft. I've paid people to do it for me. I got to go make a map. And one of the benefits of being on a server is I don't have to find like an ocean to cover with blocks or something. We have a map world that's flat. Well, it was flat. Looks like some of the local hooligans have showed up here. I love dirt. Well, that's nice. Thank you guys for coming over here and making messes. I don't think they really care though, because there's not much you can do over here to damage things. You can apparently fly, which is kind of interesting. Might take me a little bit getting used to. All right, looks like here we've got a blank spot with none of these villages. If you do make a map world in the future, do not generate structures. Just pro tip there. Then you don't have to worry about those villages being in the way. There we go. Yep, so this is a full green map. Let's find the corners. Let's see if these show up here on the map. It looks like we got a little gray line there. So this is one of the corners, and it's going to be an 8x8 chunk. I've got the chunk lines on using F3 and B, so I can see those, so I can count out a lot easier than just counting blocks. Let's head over this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 6, 7, 8. Remembered I could fly. And let's go 8 this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this should be our corner. Let's see if these show up where they're supposed to on the map. That was a beautiful job making a nice clean line. I'm amazing. This is a great start to all the block placement I'm going to have to do. You know how many blocks it takes to fill a 128 by 128 Minecraft map? If you do, write it in the comments. Here's a hint. It's in the thousands. So that's what I got to do next. Let's set our spawn here. Wait. Has it been saying the whole time the same the whole time? I'm gonna have to watch that. There might not actually be night and day over here, which would be pretty cool for building at least, and for doing a replay. Okay, let's not put our pickaxe there. Let's put this map. All right, so right now it is all green, and we are wanting to change this. Yep, the sun has definitely not moved at all. There is no night or day over here. We gotta turn this wool into carpet, because then you get a 2 to 3 increase there. So an extra little bit to help us out and not have to quite gather so many things. More crafting. This was a season where I could have definitely used the auto crafter, but we're still in 1.20, so sad. All right, Time to get to work on this. Ooh, I guess I better get rid of this. All the way over there is where we got to go. That's a lot of carpet. And carpet isn't always the easiest to place. Sometimes it stacks on top of itself. But here we go. All right, and there we are, 16,000 something blocks of carpet later. We have an all black map. And you wonder, why would you make an all black map? Well, for one thing, we're gonna get a glass pane here and make sure to lock this map so that if, say, those kids go back into that map world, we don't lose our map. Cannot use a crafting table. I gotta use the cartography table. There we go, glass pane. Now it is locked forever. And we can also now copy it a whole bunch. We could have copied it before, but always lock it first just in case you make a mistake. And I wish they would just let you keep clicking when you have maps there to duplicate, but nevertheless, here we go. We're going to make a bunch of copies of this because we will need these for this build, although most of it may be on the interior. I'm not 100% sure yet exactly how we're going to use it, but I do have some plans for it. Hopefully it works out. We'll see if the shading actually matches up to what I'm working on here. Plus, worst case scenario, maybe I can sell these to the youths of the server, and they can use these to create fun hide and go seek little rooms for each other. See that? And item frames, of course, if you place them on a wall, you can't walk through them. But if you place them, say, over fence gates, you will be able to walk through those solid looking walls. So that's kind of the idea behind the black maps that we now have here on the server. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need for this project. It looks like I got some inventory to get rid of here, wool and carpet and all these things. All right, we've got the last of the shulkers here prepared. It is time to head on up to our build area, and we've got our train here. So looking up from here, we are going to be going, as you follow the different ways, there's a spot right up there that is open for something to go. So that is where we're going to build, which means we got to go over and scaffold up, because unfortunately this is not magic build world where you can just place blocks in the middle of the sky. All right, and I don't remember exactly how much we need to go up, but there's my marker that I left, that little torch. All right, time to put the scaffolding up, and then pretty soon here we're going to start building. Well, once the scaffolding's done. More? It needs more? Did I mention this was going to be a build height? The tallest spot you can build in the world? Yeah. This will be the highest overall structure of this entire space build. And we are working on it today. So 20 minutes later, after I get done climbing up this scaffolding tower, hopefully I'll be able to start the build. It's got a nice view there. The our Ocean Monument Guardian Farm in the background. We got our Bishop Ring there. And our beautiful spiral galaxy beneath Sky City. That's one of the things I am loving about this world is, as I've added more stuff to it, being able to see cool views no matter what direction I look. Speaking of views, let's make a new one. All right, we've got ourselves a build up in the sky. I am gently and safely floating down. Ooh, that is a long drop. Oh, I see a shadow down here now. Must mean something's above us. Oh, free dirt. I went through quite a lot of stacks of dirt and glass. So it's not always the easiest. Let's light this a little bit more. Oh, I see a... How did that get a 0? I thought I had this entire thing. Nope. I don't want on the horse. I want... There we go. Stupid horse. All right, let's break our scaffolding. All right, looks like we're all lit up here. Let's, I don't really like the shadows on the ground, so we'll even that out. Thank you, lighting mod. That's part of Mini HUD. Definitely makes lighting things easier. I also may have used it a couple times working with black concrete because you can see it a little easier block by block with the lighting HUD on it. All right, we've got scaffolding just raining down. At least on here on the paper server, it tends to collect pretty well into the item groups. So there we go, several stacks of scaffolding because we were way up there in the sky. And let's get our first live views of this. And of course, one of the views I always think about is if somebody comes to visit our base, they're probably going to come on the nether roof and they're going to walk out of this portal and they're going to come out and they're going to see as it opens up from this collider, the world. And there it is up there. If you haven't guessed or you didn't read the title of the video, we made a black hole or a singularity, as some of you may have heard it called in various movies and TV shows. Specifically, this black hole is meant to look kind of like the one from the movie Interstellar, which is this is the 10-year anniversary of that movie. I know it's getting maybe a re-release into theaters, so it's been on my brain. I've been trying to find a way to watch it, and apparently it's on one of the few streaming services that I don't currently have access to, so maybe by the time next week's video comes out, I'll have watched it again. But it's a beautiful story about space and humanity and survival, and specifically about a dad and his daughter, which now that my daughter's a little older than 10 years ago, I have a feeling I will be reacting very differently to some parts of the movie than before. Hi, Nigel. This is that was our world height trader over there, Nigel Armstrong, who's on a chicken. As you approach the black hole here, of course, the entire center, this is where gravity has, probably a star has died and collapsed in on itself. Gravity is now not only moving mass, but also light itself has disappeared into gravity's vortex there. Yeah, these are the holes that I may have fallen down a few of these on the replay. As I was building this, you kind of forget what's there and what's not, and there's some unexpected spots where these holes will show up. And this is the black hole, and so as you approach, it gets darker and darker. Look at that. It's black concrete is almost impossible to see, and so I had an idea here. We are not going to be able to fully get to it this week, but we're going to be putting something cool in the center of this black hole. And so that's why it is hollow on the inside. I got some lights in there now just so I don't have to deal with a mob farm. It kind of drives me crazy when I watch other Minecrafters who build stuff and don't just throw a few lights down as they're building to prevent crazy mob spawning and danger for themselves later. It's also better for the server to not have, all those mobs spawning in there where they don't... Nah, told you guys I fall through. At least I got a long way to catch myself. If you're going to die, you might as well die smacking into a spiral galaxy at full speed. Let's head up. Let's view it over here from the Enterprise, which is our creeper farm. And we've got the different rings of light. And of course, this is all somewhat stylized because... in real space, it wouldn't quite look this way, but I thought for our world, this would be the best way to represent it. And hopefully, as later on, we'll get some night views of... Told you guys, there are so many holes in this thing. it is a danger. We'll get some night views of this, and I think it looks super stunning at night, especially. And I kind of built it and designed it with night in mind, which is rare for me. I tend to sleep a lot on servers, and so building with the night in mind, which has been a case for a lot of the space stuff, has been a challenge, but I've really enjoyed it, and it looks really cool in that way. You can also see we've got some different stars being sucked into the orbit of the black hole from distant spots. I actually created this in a creative world using a new mod called Axiom, and playing around with that. I've been learning it in order to make some bigger and cooler builds, and even some textures and things like that. And then I, of course, created it and built it and gathered all the materials for it here in survival, where there's real danger and you're not just flying around placing blocks wherever you want to willy-nilly. So that was a lot of fun, scaffolding around with dirt and putting those in order to be able to get that. Okay, this part right here is bothering me. This was originally, I made a flat version of this and decided to angle the entire build. And when I turned it, a few of these sphere blocks ended up a little wonky, and I didn't like the white there. Yep, that looks much more like a full circle without a little bit of something biting out of it over there on that side. So in case you wonder why it looks a little differently than just some of the other cleaner spheres that we have around, it's because it's at an angle. And this entire build is at an angle because stuff looks cooler, at an angle. There we go. Whee! If you don't say "we" occasionally when you jump off things, I don't think you're living life properly. So this is a personal opinion, though. All right. I want to show you guys kind of what I was thinking, getting back to why did I spend a few hours building and gathering wool for this carpet map. I need to get a few gates made here. We're going to use dark oak because it's dark. It'll blend in maybe a little better. If you guys once you guys see this, if you got other ideas for maybe how I could do this better, be sure to let me know, because I definitely welcome those ideas in the comments. Let's, where are my maps? Oh, I need to make some item frames. Let's get that. Oh, I saw it. Where was it? I saw you. Get rid of a few of these empty shulkers that I brought down from the build. Always clean up your builds, kids. All right. Let's get some sticks here. Let's make some item frames. It probably won't be enough overall, but it'll be enough for today to show you guys this concept. All right. And I need to go gather some more pork chops, it looks like, from my hogland farm. Those things are great. I've ran it once or twice in 6 months, and I've not only fed myself, but also fed some of the other members of the server who buy from my store. Some good quality, ethically sourced pork chops. I don't kill pigs. They're nice. I kill hoglins who are mean and stupid. So there we go. And there's our map. I knew it was there the whole time. Let's get our stuff back where it goes. Sometimes when you're doing pick block, it moves your food away from you. Get rid of, we don't need all this scaffolding. Do need to keep one stack though. And let's go to sleep and then head up to show you guys what is up top. Me going, maybe I should have shown it at night before I went to sleep. Sorry, sleep is a habit for me. All right. Here we go. Good thing I have those torches there. Otherwise, I would not know where the opening was. So the idea here, take these fence gates and open them so you can pass through, and then we'll put item frames on them. And then we'll put that on top of the item frames, and it is a shade lighter. I'm just staring at the screen right now. Why? Why is it a shade lighter? Well, that's not going to work very well. Maybe if I put these a little more inside, it won't be as protruding with the edge of the item frames there. So that might look a little better for the entrance to this internal spot, but still, why? Why is it darker? Why is it not the right shade? Oh man, I've made a terrible mistake. I mean, I could have made it all out of black concrete, but I didn't want to make 16,000 black concrete. Sometimes, man. I'm just sitting here sighing. And of course, item frames will disappear, so I would have to put something there as well. You know what? What we could do here is make the entrance at the top, use just one of these and kind of bury it a little bit down where it's like not the most obvious block. And then from a distance, you won't really see it because it'll be at the top. And it'll just kind of be there and you can fall through it and land safely in the interior. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that interior next time because I've got some great ideas for it. But as you've seen, I've not only built this entire black hole, but I've also built an entire useless map. Sorry. Such is life. If you guys have any more ideas for maybe ways I could blend this in better or other things besides the stupid gates that I might be able to use to pass through, let me know. Because that would be very welcome as I head into the next part of the project. Because I'm going to use those maps. I don't care how I have to figure out how to use them. I'm going to find a way to use them because I made those. And if nothing else, maybe I can sell them to the children of the server. Oh, or I can make a haunted house for them. That's not a bad idea. Haunted house. There it is. There's the black hole. Looking beautiful up there. Very excited about what's coming next. Getting our nice view. And there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am Joshgetslost. Stay tuned for a little bit of footage of the black hole at night. And if you like this video and you've enjoyed these builds, let me know in the comments and be sure to subscribe. We are almost at 300 subscribers as of the making of this video. And man, if we could get to 500 here in the coming months, that would open up a lot of opportunities for our channel as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.